is the rūnanga the best vehicle to receive all of those things? I think that's one of the concerns that a lot of our whānau and hapu have. They kind of see that they're replacing the white oppressor with the brown oppressor, and it doesn't feel any better. The bottom line is, though, it's not a brown oppressor. Who's the rūnanga? The rūnanga is us. Who runs the rūnanga? That would be us. If you don't like how the rūnanga is run, if you don't like the decisions that the rūnanga is making, that's where you can have an impact, if you like. That's where you can make a difference, in that you can go along to your marae, you can contact your marae delegate and say to them, I'm not happy about this, I don't understand about this. And what I have to say is that the rūnanga itself has certainly changed and become more responsive. I became an executive member, I became a board, a delegate for my marae probably about 12 years ago. I became an executive member about six years ago. The reason I became an executive member was because I thought it sucked. In fact, it seems to me
that's why both of us became a member.
I do a lot of things, it seems, because I think things suck. And when I think things suck, I don't rely on somebody else to go and fix it. I actually put my hand up and say, I'm going to go in there and I'm going to make some changes. I think some of those changes that have happened in the last six or so years is the rūnanga has become more responsive to our needs. There is always active debate at our huia marama. Marae are encouraged to put forward their point of view. Marae are encouraged to differ in their opinion, because it's those differences that make us who we are.
Look, can I just say too, if you're not happy with your delegate, change your delegate. If you're going to one of your marae meetings and you have a viewpoint, you need to understand that it can't be just one person's viewpoint. But if most of your whānau at the marae have got the same opinion as you, which is different to the rūnanga's opinion, then your delegate is asked to bring that opinion in, and you can come along to make sure that your trustee gives that opinion and listen to the debate that follows. I think I'm with Sam that in the last certainly 5 years, and this is our 6th year, we're able to do that, and we do have some doozy, debates in our hui. But the other thing about that is that, well, is the rūnanga the place for all of these things to come on? At the moment it is. If you fellas all think about how your marae works, and how many arguments you fellas can have on the marae, and who's doing what in the back with the books or whatever, and I'm not saying that all marae are like that, but I know that marae have very contentious, sometimes very hard meetings. The other thing is, I was one of the ones that argued that the rūnanga shouldn't have title, land title over any land, which they haven't. That the land coming back to whānau in those areas, in the end, should go back to those whānau. I'm one of those people. I don't believe that our rūnanga should have whenua, okay? It should go back to the appropriate people. The problem here is, who would be the appropriate people when 3 marae or 5 hapu lay claim to a piece of whenua? And, for me, it's like, get the damn thing back into Te Rarawa and then have those whānau hapu kind of arguments over here and sort it out over here with us, I
have to say I'm of the same opinion. I would much rather we get it all back and centralise it so that we can have the argument and the debate ourselves.
And then share it, I suppose.
To have individual whānau or hapu have to go to the government table and grab their crumbs from there. At the end of the day, certainly as a delegate for Ohaki Marae, I have not seen a future, nor do I envisage a future, where the rūnanga will be the owner of our whenua.
Absolutely.
The bottom line is hapu own whenua, whānau own whenua, and there will be a process to restore that whenua back to the hapu and back to the whānau. That's why you have delegates in place, to ensure that the needs, the wants, the dreams and the aspirations of that hapu and whānau are being met and are being voiced and actually count for something. So although it's the holding place at this time, that's only for this time. We have yet to have the discussion amongst ourselves that ensures that we all grow. I'm certainly not a delegate for this runanga in order to see the runanga get big while my community gets small, or while my hapu gets small, or my whānau gets small. You know, that's not what I'm in the business of being a delegate for. I'm here because I wanted something for my community, I wanted something for my marae, and I will continue to be here to strive to fight, and I'll fight anybody for that.
That whole thing about, you know, that song, For United We Stand, that is so way how we should be. Well,
Yeah.
that's my viewpoint. The more of us that are going to be together and stand together against something, the better we're going to be, I think.